Hello there, awesome sauces. How are we doing? Oh, good to know. Gotta find my headphones. Yo, we are good with that, Pilo. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you are having a good time. Yeah, it's a different kind of day. It's a Thursday. So, have some peace. Some encouragement, some vibes that are good and stuff like that. Sorry. Oh, Solomon, you're too nice. You're too nice. I don't feel legendary. Today has been a day where I started off with good intentioned plans on getting things done, and I have been getting some progress done, but also realizing I'm a bit behind on other things. So, and that's part of, sermon prep for this coming up weekend. So there's that, and trying to get some materials out so that people can learn more about this cool stuff, but also not overloading them with tons of stuff. Aw. Eyes up, Guardian. Thank you, Solomon, for the Eyes Up Guardian, the encouragement, the support on that one. Yeah, I appreciate it. And so I'm sorry that I pushed us back as far as timeline for what would be our usual Nerds in the Word time in the morning to this afternoon, but we've been trying to get caught up. And so I'm working on sermon notes. I'm working on handout things that people can have and hold on to and be like, oh, there's this thing. Hey, this thing that I can put up on my fridge or have in my Bible and go, I don't know how to scan that. Maybe you know how to scan that. And Anywho, it's been a ride this morning and all that just for the prep for the weekend. I am excited for this weekend. And those of you who might be like, Wilson, what are you going to be preaching on? I guess you're going to have to check out Hanover Missionary Church's YouTube channel to find out. Because I don't want to do any spoiler alerts for you guys. Simply put, I'm not going to do spoiler alerts for you. You're going to have to check it out. You're going to have to see. But let me know if I can help in any way with this stuff. I've got time. No, that's fair. The hard part is I'm just trying to get material more so just to have it printed off and ready so that tomorrow, and this is why I messaged you, Pilo. Me and Pilo have been back and forthing a little bit on finding a good time for us to have a meeting because we were supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, and we kind of did an impromptu-ish ask this week if I could hop on down into the Hanover or Owen Sound area earlier on Friday. And my mentor is like, yeah, sure, we can figure that out. And so I was like, ooh, sweet. So that helps us. So it's a bit more of a longer visit, which is good because then I can connect with some people. That's my game plan. Also, just kind of to I miss crew. And so being able to do that. Yes, hydrate. Thank you. I was supposed to hydrate a while ago. There's one hydration. There's two hydration. So, yeah. If you want to check it out, you can totally go to Hanover Missionary Church on YouTube and find it there. You can watch the sermon live this Sunday. Hopefully I won't be stumbling. Hopefully I can make you guys proud. I'm going to give a small update on what has been going on ministry-wise, talking about you awesome people that I get to work with and interact with basically daily. And then, of course, do a sermon. And then afterwards, people want to, check out the ministry, want to invest, want to be partners. That would be super cool. So we'll see. But, yeah. So, I think this is the right HMC Communications. Click. Checking it out. Yes! 100%! Look at Solomon giving you guys the link. So those of you who are on the stream, currently watching, here, let me figure this out for you guys. Maybe. So then those of you watching on the stream can actually see things. In-game? Oh, that's a lot of me. All right, there it is. This is the one that you're going to want to check out. Okay? HMC Communications. That's actually the church that me and Coach grew up in. And that is how you can check it out, at HMC Communications. You go on YouTube and you do that. They have video on there, and you can watch the live streams on there as well, and it's playback. It's going to be good. So, yeah, that's the thing. You always make us proud. You show up even when things are tough. Oh, yeah, just do it. You heard Solomon. Just do it. So you should check it out, because then you can evaluate how Wilson preaches, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe you'll learn something. Most of this stuff you guys already know. We're going to throw them level up challenges, and they just got to deal with it. Simply put. But no, it will be good. And yeah, Solomon's throwing all our connections on Instagram, on our blog. Man, just check us out. At GW Nerds, that's where you can find it, and you check out the bio. There's a link with all the things on there. But that's what's been going on. That's been the craziness. Also, during that time, we have this cool come and see dinner that we are hosting locally. It's not just me, it's all of Quincy Youth Unlimited that we are doing on Thursday, June 5th. We are trying to fill our tables with people that are willing to invest or partner or get connected to Graphic Word in the ministry, but also to hear about all the cool things that are going on within Quincy Youth Limited. So, if you know peeps who are like, yo, I know this person, they should totally get connected. They should totally get invested in on that kind of stuff. Would love to have them. Would love to have them out there. Give them a shout on my behalf. And you can even send them a link, qiu.ca/dinner. And that's the spot we're going to. I've got a doozy of prayer requests later. A doozy of a prayer request. Ooh. Well, we'll be praying. We got you back, Pilo. Anywho, without further ado, let's get into some Bible reading, right? That's what you guys are here for, right? We're here to chew on the awesomeness that is the Word that is found in Psalm 94 today. So get your stuff in there. We're going to do some reading together. I bet we could do... Oh, boy. People are picking on each other, guys. I'm sorry for those of you who can read the messages, and those of you who are just listening, I'm proud of you. You are staying above the situations. People teasing each other. But also, they love each other because they tease each other. It's a Wilson way of stuff, of just loving on people. Anywho. Grab your Bibles, grab your digital devices, your thingamajigs to read the Bibbles. And we are looking at Psalm 94. We're going to chew on this together, have some notage and stuff going on. It's going to be good. So, Psalm 94. O Lord, the God of vengeance. O God of vengeance, let your glorious justice shine forth. Arise, O Judge of the earth. Give the proud what they deserve. How long, O Lord? How long will the wicked be allowed to gloat? How long will they speak with arrogance? How long will these people boast? They crush your people, Lord, hurting those you claim as your own. They kill widows and foreigners, yeesh, and murder orphans. Ooh, the Lord isn't looking, they say. And besides, the God of Israel doesn't care. Ooh, really rough. Then again, you fools. Think again, you fools. Think again. When will you finally catch on? Is he deaf, the one who made your ears? Is he blind, the one who formed your eyes? He punishes the nations. Won't he also punish you? He allows everything. He knows everything. Doesn't he also know what you are doing? The Lord knows people's thoughts. He knows they are worthless. Joyful are those you discipline, Lord, those you teach with your instructions. You give them relief from troubled times until a pit is dug to capture the wicked. The Lord will not reject his people. He will not abandon his special possession. Judgment will again be found on justice. And those with virtuous hearts will pursue you. Oh, that's really cool. Who will protect me from the wicked? Who will stand up for me against evildoers? Unless the Lord had helped me, I would soon have settled in the silence of the grave. Whew. I cried out, I am slipping. But your unfailing love, O Lord, supported me. When doubts filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. Can unjust leaders claim that God is on their side? Leaders whose decrees permit injustice? They gang up against the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord is my fortress. My God is the mighty rock where I stand. God will turn the sins of evil people back on them. He will destroy them for their sins. The Lord our God will destroy them. Oh man, some notes that came in through here. Pilo's throwing down. This feels like a cry for our current society. We are desperate for him to step in and show us he's there. It's so hard to remember to leave the vengeance to him, especially when you're in the thick of it. His timing is different than ours, and we have to remember that he works all things for his glory. Fun fact, 100%. Fun fact, it still is hard. Right? Like, I appreciate Pilo's absolute honesty on this and just going like, actually, this kind of sucks. And again, it's part of this process of we have to trust that God is going to be, he's going to be just. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to do the thing that's best for everybody, not just for the thing that you want to have happen, right? Like, he... Thank you, Rabbi, for that wonderful job. Imagine streaming midday instead of the usual time, trying to escape interactions with me. No, that's not the case. This morning just got ahead of me with different tasks that I was working on. So that was more the case that was going on there, Rabbi. I wouldn't want to watch it. I would do the same thing. I get it. Wow! I have to try to escape me. Oh! Man, Rabbi throwing down the heat right now. Goodness. It's already warm enough with the PC running. Whew. Anywho. Yeah, we're just diving into Psalm 94 if you want to come along with us there, Rabbi. So I want to throw this down. You can break this down into kind of the process of what has been happening throughout the psalm. We just read it. So verses 1 to 7, we are looking at lament and accusations, right? We are throwing down, like, look at this, look at these evil people. God, like, stop these people. Stop the brokenness and stuff like that. Psalm 94, meaty? What? But it's calling for God of justice. El Nachamut. I'm horrible at my Hebrew. I'm just saying. But it's the God of vengeance. And just the list of how brokenness is like just a thing. That there's just injustice going on and what is happening. These wicked people that are gloating, that they speak in arrogance, that they boast, and it's all like words, it's all push, it's all like ha 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 ha. Like you're ready for a monologue by the evil people, but really you get one sentence: the Lord isn't looking, and besides, the God of Israel doesn't care. Like these guys are not, Dr. Evil and stuff like that. They tend to be the kind of people that are just like, you know what, we don't give a rip. Like, where's God? Where is he? Who's gonna stop me? Like, that's boasting, right? And so it's kind of like this idea that, like, we just don't even acknowledge this God that's going on. And then verses 8 to 11 is the call out of, like, you idiots. Sorry if that seems a little harsh, but, like, legitimately, the psalmist is, like, going, think again, you fools. Like, should have had a V8. should have had a steak. Guys, let's change that. Instead of V8, let's just should have eat some steak. Should have been reading God's word. Silly people. But like the call out here is just like, oh, you think you're safe. You're not. No. Like, God's going to be coming at you. There is something that's going to be hitting you. And chewing on that. And then the assurance that God is faithful, that he will take care of those in need, those who are being oppressed. He does see you. He does care about you. He doesn't ignore you. He cares for you. And those who are disciplined in God, who listen to instructions, who follow him when God goes, and like you listen, he's there. He does see you. He's got a justice game and plan. And then finally, just like stepping out in confidence. This is God. God is faithful. He's reliable. He's trustworthy. And we can do that. So we've set the pace on what are the different breakdowns. We've set the pace on how it's broken down into this. But I just noticed something. Testing a theory. Be right back. I'm so scared. Rabbi is testing theories. Yeah. Okay. Pilo's throwing down some stuff here. Break my heart for what breaks yours is not something to say in vain. Your heart will break for our world. And it's not a fun feeling. My heart shattered this morning looking at the news. I did not even check what's going on at the news. I'm missing something. Pilo's got knowledge that I don't know of. Apparently I need to do some more researching. More understanding of what's going on. So, I gotta work on that. But then Pilo also's throwing down. I saw a post yesterday saying basically that for most people, Christianity is no longer a relationship. It's but a decoration. I would totally agree with that. Sad actual fact, it tends to be more like this is the in thing, I'll wear it for a time. Or this is with this crowd, oh yeah. Like I am totally following that. I'm totally following them. This just like, yeah, doy. This is like whatever and stuff like that. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Like your faith, your relationship with God is not just something you wear as a decoration. It's got to be a daily use application, something that challenges you, changes you, and you are effectively doing it not just in your relationship with God, but then your relationship with others. Your vertical relationship, you and God, needs to be good so that your horizontal relationship, you and other people, are actually going to be developed. It's going to be cared for. It's going to be invested. Because if you don't do that, you're actually causing more of a problem for yourself than any good. Like, you're actually causing some issues. So, all right. We're going to break this down, all right? So we know verses 1 through 7 is the call out for God. O Lord, the God of vengeance. El Nechamat. I'm trying my Hebrew, okay, guys? You can laugh at it, but like I'm trying. God of vengeance. He's the one who's vengeance. He's the one who brings about justice. He's the one who doles out what things need to be done. And it's double reinforced here. God of vengeance and O God of vengeance, let your glorious justice shine forth. Yours, not mine, his. Arise, O judge of the earth, give the proud what they deserve. How long, O Lord? How long will the wicked be allowed to gloat? How long will they speak with arrogance? How long will these evil people boast? Again, it's the focus of the mouth, right? Allowed to gloat. Ha 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 ha. Speak with arrogance, speaking. Like their words are creating death. Their words are creating issues. How long will these evil people boast? Their words are tainted. It's broken. It's messed up. Verse 5, they crush your people, Lord, hurting those you claim as your own. They are intentionally taking down the people who are saying that they rely on you, they trust in you. They are holding on to you. It's almost like in spite of that. They kill widows and foreigners and murder orphans. This would have been a big thing because those are the vulnerable people within the Torah that you are supposed to focus on caring for. These are the people that you do not mess around with because they can't defend themselves. Widows in that culture had really no property. They would have to stay with other people. They had no means of taking care or defending themselves. They needed to have other people. Foreigners, they're new to this country. They are escaping from another situation. You need to treat them right. You don't abuse them. You don't misuse them. Or orphans. Orphans have no parents. The people that should be able to protect them are not there. Therefore, don't mess around with them. Don't go picking this fight. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But, like, this is how the wicked operate. This is how they try and, like, take over the situation. And so they say the Lord isn't looking. They say, and besides, the God of Israel doesn't care. Like, again, the no acknowledgement of God. Like, they just are like, God who? Where is he? Is he stopping me? Is he stopping this problem? He's not. So it reinforces the boasting. It reinforces this idea that they can just like, I can do whatever. Like, it's absolutely broken, guys. Like, that would make anyone ticked. Seeing that kind of thing happen to people who can't defend themselves, and you're like, really? You're that cool? You think you're that? Yeah, sure, it takes a whole lot of strength to take out, like, helpless people. Ooh. More like cowardice is really what it is. Pilo's throwing down, want to be caught up. Look into the big, beautiful bill act that passed yesterday in our southern neighbors. Those are using his name to excuse their hatred. Oh, that's a shame. Politics. Cheapers. Oh boy. That's another topic for another time. But thank you for addressing that or throwing that my way, Pilo. That's good to know. I'll do some digging. Woo, politics. You are funny, Solomon. You are a wonderful human being also. Don't you forget that. Okay. Now we're on to verse 8 to 11 here. Verses 8 to 11, short segment. It's the warning, right? So we had the call out of like, God, this is what's going on. Why is this allowed to happen? Why is this breakdown going on? But then verses 8 to 11 here, think again, you fools. Like, the psalmist is like pushing like, you do a lot of big talk and you're causing a lot of crud. Now watch it. When will you finally catch on? When will the light bulb click? When will the moment go, oh yeah, like maybe I shouldn't mess around with God's people. Maybe I shouldn't be messing around with the widows, the orphans, the foreigners. Like, I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't be stirring the pot in that way. Maybe I should be listening to what God's word says. Because then the follow-up is, these are all sensory, these are all things to observe in here. Because they're saying, like, God isn't looking. And God doesn't care. It's like God doesn't observe things. And then so the psalmist goes, is he deaf? The one who made your ears. Is he blind? The one who formed your eyes. Do you think God just doesn't notice these things? So do you think he's deaf? The guy who made it that you function, you're able to observe things? Is he blind, the one who gives you the capacity to be able to see things going on around you? It's like a mocking... it's a mocking rebuttal. No, it's a response back and just kind of... It's a rhetoric. It's kind of like a rhetorical question. Like, really? Do you think God doesn't pay attention to these things? Pilo's starting down. We can have a tendency to wear blinders. It's not that he can't see us. It's that we cannot see him. Right. Because we have tunnel vision. We have focus on what we want to do. We have focus on the things that we see we can do. And that's the same thing when you're hurt, right? Like when you call out to God, God, do you even see me? God, do you hear me? Do you see what's going on around me? Do you see the difficult stuff that I'm in? Stuff like that. And that's okay to share that with God. That's okay to do this. But this is where you see the difference of those who are leaning on God and trusting in him. You're going, hey God, like, what's going on here? Like, I thought you had my back. Versus the wicked, they go, ha, what God? Like, he's not showing up. They're looking at the same situation and they think, oh, well, we're better than God. There is no God. That's why we're better. And so, like, what were we worried about? There's absolutely nothing to worry about. But here the psalmist is going, whoa, hold on. You think you can just do this? Verse 10, he punishes the nations. Won't he also punish you? He knows everything. Does he also know what you are doing? Doesn't he also know what you are doing? So, interesting how the connection of deaf and blind is like almost like a response back, a reverberation here. Deaf, he made your ears, right? He's the one, like, is he deaf? Is he blind? No. He punishes the nations. Won't he also punish you? So if you think you can see that nothing's going on, well, if you can see other nations get wrecked, don't you think that he'll throw it down on you? If you're not listening to him? He knows everything. Doesn't he also know what you are doing? God knows everything. He sees what you're throwing down. He sees how you're talking. He sees how you're addressing it. God is slow to anger. And part of that slow to anger is allowing mercy to come on in. But also, you're able to see over time, really, Pilo, 100%. He sees our hearts, right? He sees how far you're going to go that rabbit hole. Going down that way. There are some things like in scripture that I've really had to sit with and just kind of work with. There's a quiet patience, but then there's a slow judgment. So the quiet patience is for our mercy, but also the slow judgment is also, there's a point where God allows it to build to then, okay, now we're going to do this. And you see that particularly when, like, before the Israelites go into the promised land, there's this span of time where there's this nations that's come into the land of Canaan. And there's a prophecy that's said about that. Actually, it's said around Abraham's time. So before Israel even became fully a nation, before even Israel, like Jacob gets the name Israel, there's a promise that, God's going to bless Abraham. He's going to grow his family, but his family is also going to be, they're going to be foreigners in another land for 100 years, and they're going to be under slave and depression and like oppression. But then he's going to free them, and then he's going to exact the justice that's to be done in the people that will be living in this kind of land. And you're like, say what? So you are intentionally waiting for something to come to fulfillment, to the fruition of, like, this is why they are there. So when you are reading the conquest of the Israelites coming into the promised land, it's not just only claiming territory. It's actually God utilizing Israel to bring justice and correction to geography, essentially. And like, that's a head job. And we don't always understand that, but that's like where God plays 7D chess and we're busy drawing with crayons. Like we can't seem to comprehend all that's going on that God plans. And so when he says he knows everything, doesn't he also know what you are doing? Like he's already observing. But here we've got God's attributes brought in, and it's not been brought in yet, but it will be coming up later, and we'll point it out as it is. But verse 11 really brings it. The Lord knows people's thoughts. He knows they are worthless. God really knows. He could just wipe you out. But he cares about you. Like, to him, he could just be like, get out of here. You're done with. You're dealt with. Like, whatever. Who cares? But he cares about you. He cares about the growth. He cares about the innocent that are being taken out, being oppressed, getting wrecked by the wicked. Pilo's throwing this down. I have a feeling he's slow to anger, the same way we are slow to anger towards our young ones. Oh, yeah. I love my niece. She's 3 and adorable, but she's a hurricane. I can't blame her for it. She's young. But I can help her grow and learn from her mistakes the same way he helps us grow and learn. Right. His mercy is nuts, right? He's still a just God, but his mercy is just crazy on how he just wants to extend it wherever possible. But there is a dole out. There is a judgment that has to happen. There is a point where God goes, nope, you've been given grace. You've been given enough. You've exceeded this. That's it. We are dealing with this. But he's the one who brings that vengeance. It's not us. It's his timing, not ours. So then we sit on to this hope, right? This assurance, this peace, okay? In verses 12 to 15, we have this small reprieve, this little glimpse of hope. Joyful are those you discipline, Lord, those you teach with your instructions. We often don't like discipline, and I know that's something my son and I have had a struggle back and forth, because I'm trying to teach him things in the midst of discipline, not out of aggression, but honestly to give him tools so that when he's older, he's going to have an easier life because he's learned the lesson early. He's learned to listen to authority well, to respond to it well when it's actually guiding him and directing him. I have no problem with questioning what's going on, but I do have a problem when there's hard pushback when someone has clearly shown they are giving a rip about you. And that's the thing that you see like all throughout the Old Testament. You kind of get frustrated on behalf of God, like, oh my goodness, guys, can you get it through your heads? God's got your back. God cares about you. He's saved you from this and this and this, and you're too focused on, well, my tummy's grumbly. And you're just like, oh, are you serious? Like, God is making you... God made manna happen. And he brought quails. You basically didn't have to do the work. The only thing you had to do was gather it. And even then, you couldn't hoard it because it didn't work out. Like, what is your problem? And then God goes, yep, Mike? What's your problem, Mike? Have I not shown up time and time again? Have I not taken care of your family time and time again? Why are you losing sleep? Why are you trying to take it all on? Why are you trying to do this all on your own? Should have had a steak. But we gotta work on this, guys. And it's hard. I get it. It's hard. Peel's throwing down. I have to wonder what the lesson is in the chaos of our world. Although sometimes I doubt anything good can come of it. I also know my God is capable of crazy stuff. Maybe the chaos in it is that you are not to figure out what's the deal with the chaos in it. Maybe the whole purpose of this, the whole thing you got to trust is God is going to handle it. God is the one who handles it. We need to trust and rely on him. Sometimes the simplest... Well, no, I'm not calling it out or stuff like that, but like that's a thing for me too, because I can look at my circumstance and go like, God, there's just nothing but chaos. There's nothing but brutalness, and I know I'm sometimes the very person who creates that chaos. But do I sit, like, I sometimes need to just sit with God and go like, okay, God, I just need to trust you. God, I need to sit with you more. I need to listen to you more, rather than me just trying to figure it out, me just trying to do this thing on my own, and just rely on you. So, Pilo, it's not a call out on you. It's actually a call out on all of us. And so, yeah, we toddlers are great at making... Okay, Rabbi's throwing down. Okay, I'm back. Found something cool related to the verse, but it's a bit of a rabbit trail through gematria. I have no idea what that is, but essentially it equates to global flood. So it's like saying, remember the flood. Possibly a callback to the days leading up to the flood, and this is commentary on those times. As it states, nothing is new under the sun. Right. No, that's fair. So then is this the reminder that God is the one who's going to bring justice in a flood-like status, or state, and the factor that when God is done, he's going to deal with it. But those who are pursuing him, those who are listening to him, as kind of like what verses 12 to 15, joyful are those you discipline, Lord, those you teach with your instructions. You give them relief from troubled times until a pit is dug to capture the wicked. So the response is that God is going to keep you safe if you are honestly, earnestly following him and seeking him out with all of who you are, your heart, soul, mind, body, strength, period. And he will deal with it. There's a time where it's coming. And I can see that flood narrative, that flood judgment that's coming on. And the Lord will not reject his people. He will not abandon his special people. He won't leave you to deal with the chaos, the void, and all that stuff, the brokenness. He will pull you out of that. He will protect you. Judgment will again be found on justice, and those with virtuous hearts will pursue it. Oh, okay, we're going to reread 15. Judgment will again be founded on justice, and those with virtuous hearts will pursue it. I want to see what NASB says on that one. Verse 15. For judgment will again be righteous, and all the upright in heart will follow it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Judgment will again be righteous. It is right. It is founded in legitimately the fairness, the rightness of how things are supposed to be, according to God's will, according to how he has set it out. And all the upright in heart will follow. We will see that and go, yeah, we stick with him. We're following him. We're going along that sideline, guys. We're going that way. And we're trusting, we're having faith. We can have peace in this. Come on, guys. Like that. God's not going to leave you. If you are pursuing him, he's not going to leave you. If you are honestly looking to him, if you are honestly pursuing him, it doesn't mean you're perfect, but you are going for him. You are trusting in him. It's his righteousness that's saving you. It's not your own. It's you pursuing him. He's already giving you grace. Oh, that's good. Yo, Rabbi's throwing down. And the world was chaos and void. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of the glory of kings to unveil it. Okay. Pilo's throwing down. It's like a call to keep your eyes up and focus on him. We got to keep our eyes up, Guardians. 100%. God will never walk away from his people, never desert his precious people. Rest assured that justice is on the way and every good heart put right. Oh, that's a different take on verses 12 to 15. Interesting. Okay. Rabbi's throwing down from Steinsaltz. Because God's justice is not always manifest in the world, and it can seem as if God hides himself, withholding his power, the psalmist entreats him, rise up, judge of the earth. Reveal yourself as the ruler and judge the world. Bring retribution to the arrogant. The word gaim, translated here and elsewhere in Psalms as the arrogant, most often refers to wicked people who have no regard for others. Okay. Yeah, they just don't care. They just do their own thing. They see what's fit for them and they just kind of leave it be and stuff like that. Versus, what we've got going on here. We're chewing through. God is still faithful to those who are looking, eyes up, Guardian, focusing on him, relying and trusting on him. Very much Noah, right? Noah was like the only righteous person, it says in Genesis, that it was him who was righteous, that he is trusting in God, and because of that, Not only was he saved, not only was his wife saved, but then his kids were saved because of it too. And so, thank you for the water and for the stretch. Oh, that's good. So, what's with people throwing bananas at me? I don't have... Oh, hold up. Oh. I do, in fact, have a yogurt bar. That looks so tasty. Black cherry. Okay. Thank you. Making sure that I am staying well fed, maybe. You guys are too nice. Oh shoot, that's actually really good. Got that from our lunch program. Thank you, Salvation Army at Belleville, for blessing us with awesome snackage. Okay. So here we are. We're in the final bit. 16 to 23 here, guys. 16 to 23. Who will stand up? Sorry, who will protect me from the wicked? Good question. Who will stand up for me against evildoers? Unless the Lord had helped me, I would soon have settled in the silence of the grave. I cried out, I am slipping, but your unfailing love, O Lord, supported me. Ah, the unfailing love. Keeps coming, keeps going. O Lord supported me. When doubts filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your comfort delights my soul. Oh, guys, that's a good one. I actually really like that translation version. When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your comfort delights my soul. Your faithfulness, Lord, will support me. Can unjust leaders claim that God is on their side? No. Leaders whose decrees permit injustice? They gang up against the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord is my fortress, my God is the mighty rock where I hide. God will turn the sins of evil people back on them. Uno reverse cards, sucker. He will destroy them for their sins. The Lord our God will destroy them. Okay, let's try this in the other translation. In NASB, can a throne of destruction be allied with you? One which devises mischief by decree. They band themselves together against the life of the righteous and condemn the innocent to death. But the Lord has been my refuge, and my God, the rock of my refuge. Refuge twice. He is my safety. He is my protector. He is the defender. He holds me safely. He has brought back their injustice upon them, and he will destroy them in their evil. The Lord our God will destroy them. The reinforcement of God's going to take care of business. God's the one who's going to deal with it. Do I need to worry about it? No. What do I need to do? I need to trust in him. I need to rely on him. I need to have peace with him. Verse 22 can be rendered as God shuts me in, shelters me from the rain. Yeah, so back to our flood narrative. He is the one who literally created the safe space for me. I love how in Genesis it talks about how it's God's hand that closes the door. It's not by Noah's might to close the door. It is God's hand and holding it. I've had some commentators say that it wasn't just like closing the door, but it was like holding it, reinforcing it, making sure that it wouldn't open. and that it would stay closed as the floodwaters came in and carried this ark, this ship, up off of the ground during the flood. He's the one that holds me together. Even when chaos is going on, even in the midst of being attacked or feeling surrounded by chaos, you still hold me together. You still hold me close. You are the God who sees us. You are my fortress. You are the one I can run to that I can feel safe, that I, even if I don't fully understand how it all works, I can trust that you are doing it. Rabbi Down. I'm trying to find some commentary where someone validates this further, but I haven't seen one yet. But it seems like an obvious connection in the Hebraic. There are 5 verses that directly relate to the flood itself. The others just allude. It's almost like a cry of Noah. Yeah, I find that very interesting here too. And like the title of the psalm, at least in another one, is just like, this is the Lord implored to avenge his people. Like, just like, God, you bring retribution, you make this right, you bring order for us to defend us. Which you'd think, like, well, how does that work with just only 8 people? But if they're the only righteous ones on the earth, right? This is where God spares Noah's like immediate family and is going to restart it all with like another Adam kind of vibe, that like Noah is going to be, because he's living righteously, he is looking and pursuing to God, he's bringing this peace, and he can help guide humanity back to refocusing on God. But we also know how that ends up, right? Like, we still mess up. We're still broken. But here's the thing that I want. God's justice is past our understanding. Other than he is the one who can dole it out properly and perfectly. A Hebrew word for this, and Rabbi, you can yell at me if I'm mispronouncing it, but mishpat, is justice, and it's used within verse 15 here. And it is the idea of like God's perfect justice it can't be perverted. It's not broken. It's not something that's going to be misaligned. This is God's justice. He is the one who does it properly and will do it properly. Like, full extent of what justice should be. Not tainted by bias or what we want to see do, because that's sometimes our justice. We get selfish. We want to see justice happen a certain way. And you can do this by like watching vigilante style movies where there's like justice that comes onto the bad guy, and you're like, oh yeah, like eat it hard, bad dude. But it's like, hold on, was that like the proper way? Because vigilante justice is serving in a way that seems right for the person, but is that right for the law? And sometimes the law is also broken, that it doesn't actually serve the justice that it should be, right? This is where we got to sit with God's law. This is where we give it to God. We are listening and looking for his instruction. And ultimately, in the end, God is going to serve justice properly. He is going to deal with evil. He's going to deal with the brokenness that is in this world. He's going to make all things right and new. Oh, hello, Elliot QE. Welcome to Nerds in the Word. We're just kind of wrapping up on Psalm 94. I'm hoping... okay. I'm not going to go for it, but I appreciate the comment and stuff like that. No. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. All right. We got a lot of comments here. Also, oh, hold on. We do have a couple. So, Pilo threw down, imagine how Noah and his family felt during the flood. Do they wonder if he could make things better again? We don't know for sure. That's where we're trusting and hoping that he does. But we gotta go for it. Oh man, that's a lot of nuggets. Thank you, Solomon. Appreciate that. We're making sure that we aren't just bombarding you with nuggets, and more nuggets. But these are lots of nuggets of wisdom, so I get it. You want to keep on having all these nuggets of wisdom hit up. Rabbi Surround also, it only says Noah was righteous. It never says his family was, as evident by the actions of Ham and Canaan. And that's fair. It's understandable. Oh, jeepers. I thought my troll senses were tingling. Redeemed the punishment wheel. Oh, shoot. I have to deal with a punishment? I'm scared. Is that because Mike said it was wrong? Did I say the thing wrong? Is that why I'm getting the punishment wheel? Probably because I said it wrong. But I love this. But they were under the covering of their father, so they were saved by the relationship. By one's righteous living, it can be a covering for other people. And this is where, this is why we believe that within Jesus doing that, and what his justice and his righteousness is then a covering for those who are following him and choosing to follow him on that. Pilo's throwing down the difference between Daredevil and Punisher, right? Yeah, Daredevil is always working out that balance, that, what's the right thing to do, what's the wrong thing, and trying to stay up on there, stuff like that. Oh yeah. Rabbi had another theory on Noah and why he got drunk after the flood and how he tried to bring Eden back, but basically became a failed Messiah figure. Yes, that's a whole other discussion. That's a whole other vibe. That'd be intense. And the number of times, Pilo's throwing down, a number of times Daredevil told Frank no killing when they fought as a team. Right. Just like hard dole out justice versus no, we're just going to take them out and we're going to trust the system. We're just going to let that be, kind of stuff like that. It's kind of funny. It's just the way it's going on. Maybe one day we'll have a 24-hour stream and I can join into Discord VC for it. Man, we keep on. Not today, though. I have wife plans. I don't know what that means, but that sounds cool. Sounds like you got a date night going on. Date night with the wife. You're welcome for that beautiful semi-singing there. That's what we're here for. Wilson, I think I'm hearing we need to plan a 20... Thanks, Tom. Thanks for that reminder. Oh, yeah, Philo. The idea that despite the system failing, by dishing out our own, we are no better than they are in the end. Right. And we need to watch that. We need to... Philo, you're putting words in my mouth. 200 follows? 200 follows? Wow, 1,000 bits for that cheer. Goodness. But banana funds for the 24-hour stream. Yes. Appreciate that. Banana funds. We'll just have only these bars for that stream. Anywho, side note. Okay, we're going back to the passage here, guys. We are so everywhere. All right. So what do we take out of Psalm 94? What do we sit on with Psalm 94? One, it's God's justice. One is the idea that God is the sustainer of justice. He is the one who brings justice. He is the one... Oh, no. Okay. God is the one who doles out justice, and we need to rely on him. We need to trust on him. In the midst of the chaos, in the midst of the floodwaters, in the midst of the evil ones winning, right? And that was definitely Noah's time. Evil was winning. Evil just was rampant, and it was just nuts. And it talks about how God was sorry he ever made man. That's pretty frustrating, right? What the heck? But then there's the righteous ones. Those who are listening, those who are looking to God, those who are trusting in him. And I'm sure Noah would have been like, God, what's going on here? This is just evil, but I'm trusting in you. I'm relying on you. And God protects the righteous. God holds them together. God is the one who's carrying them along, and it's not perfect. Like, he's not saying, like, it's not all of a sudden like things are just perfect, rosy sunshine and all that stuff. Like, it's not. But he does see you. He does care. He's there for you. You can trust and rely on him. So the factor is, will you? Peel is throwing down. It's like when your kid is in trouble for whatever, and you say to your spouse, "That's your kid." Oh, it's funny, Velo. In some ways, yes. In other ways, it's a reminder that there's parts of me in some of that pushback, and some of that rebellion, and some of that like, oh. But then that's where we're working on it, and that's the encouragement. That's the discipline, the encouragement, and stuff like that. Trinity co-parenting, yes, 100%. Like, this is where we are leaning on God for some of the things that we don't have answers for, right? Like, there are some things that we just keep feeling like we're trying different things, trying to go at a different approach, and it's still not 100% working. So it's like, okay, God, like, we need you to talk to Hannah on how she's responding this way, or how Mark is responding this way, because it feels like we are banging our head up against the wall on like what should be working out, and it's not. So what do we do? And reading your word is important. Like, this is where I've brought up to Mark, it's important to take the wisdom that we are giving, because we want it to be a benefit for you down the road. Of course, he's young, he doesn't think about that. But this is where we're trying to help paint that picture. We're trying to help in what can be applied to this right now with the people around them. So, all that to say, when things are chaotic, when it seems like there's no justice, when things are going on, one, we've seen different times, God is the one who steps in and he decides to bring justice. And he knows how to perfectly do that. So one, don't try and take justice into your own hands, other than to take care of the orphan, take care of the widow, take care of those who are oppressed or foreigners around you too. You're supposed to take care of them. But also don't just stop there. Bless other people around you so that they can see God in you and be blessed in that and want to know about God because of what they are seeing come out of you in that way. 2, when we are feeling this frustration, bring it to God. Lay down your concerns. Be honest with him. I'm not saying he's going to solve it immediately, but submit, listen to his words, be guided by it, and follow his lead as you're going to see that sustaining nature in him. Okay. Oh my word. Pilo threw down. Okay, Pilo threw down something. You can't help your kid if you don't know what the problem is. He wants us to tell him the problem, even if he already knows, so that he can help us. He doesn't want to do it for us, but with us. I like that. That's fair. Wow. Apparently Rabbi is being oppressed by a lack of a 24-hour stream. You guys. And everyone now hashtag justice for Rabbi. Oh my word. You guys are ridiculous. A godly man might come to my aid and lift the burden of my donkey. Wow. You guys are crazy. Oh wow. Okay, now we are getting flooded with hashtag justice for Rabbi. Solomon and Tom actually working together on this one. Good for them. All right. So my challenge for you, bring your concerns to God. Bring the injustices that are going on around you. Apparently Rabbi is going to be praying for God to turn my heart for this 24-hour stream and to hurry up and figure it out. We know what's going on there. But to to pray for God for that. And I appreciate how David had asked God to examine his own heart, to work that through and to trust in him. But then also the reliance on, okay, God, I need you to show up. Trust that you are my protection, you are my defense, and stuff like that. That God is the one who does see you. He is the one who defends you. He does care about you. You are not suffering alone. He does see the righteous. He does see them in maintaining and staying true. He is faithful. Pilo, I appreciate that. Don't worry, Mike. Council can make this happen. Oh, I have no doubt. I would love for us to do a 24-hour stream. That might be a summer thing. We'll have to see about that. That would actually be really cool. And maybe I'll have my kids pop in because, you know, it's summertime and you need some awesome videos of my kids because they're pretty cool. All right, with that, we are going to do our prayer time. So if you got prayer requests, and I know Pilo said she's got a doozy of a prayer request, we're going to throw that down. Split it into shifts. I'll make lots of coffee and food. Oh, we need lots of coffee and food. Food. Oh, crinkle, 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 crinkle. Ha! Solomon, you always are happy to fund things. Like, my goodness. Your new nickname's gonna be Batman. Because, like, you're essentially like the Wayne Foundation. You just show up all of a sudden and go, oh yeah, sure. We'll do the thing. Do the thing. Actually, you know what? You would be more closer, instead of Batman, you'd be Alfred. You're the one who secretly we're all scared to mess with. Because really, Alfred punched Superman in the face. So, yeah. Oh, I mean, I do have a butler, though I call her mom. Oh! Oh! Enough out of that. Oh, good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Peel's throwing down a prayer request here. So I saw my doctor today, and they think I may have fatty liver disease. No cure, just maintenance. And risk of liver failure, too. Not even connected to Riot. This is the other stuff that's going on with Pilo, too. Shoot. Yeah, we'll be praying for that, Pilo. Thank you for keeping us up to date. We'll pray for that. Solomon will be praying for you. I know you went for chemo yesterday, and so praying that it's working and not just working in that your guts get cleared out of food or stuff like that, but that it will actually be clearing out the cancer in you, actually doing its job and not just wrecking your body, all the while this other thing is wrecking you. Yeah, we'll pray for that. Guys, can you pray for the sermon on Saturday? I know it seems silly to ask for prayer for a sermon, but I do pray that it would be a sermon that is what the church needs to hear, and not just something that I like to throw down or just like, oh, look at me preach. Like, I love preaching. I love being able to preach. But it's not a performance thing for me. To me, it's like I want to teach people something that I've had to work through or chew through. And this one definitely is hitting a little bit more home on what I'm talking on and reworking some stuff. So prayer for that, and that it will be a good time for people to see the ministry that we're doing and want to partner with us too. That'd be awesome. Pilo's throwing down hope and pray you've got some Zofran for the nausea and that your energy isn't fully zapped. Oh, yeah, 100%. We'll pray for that. Okay. And then we're praying for Tom to get a job. Yeah, I said it, Tom. Throwing you under the bus, but it's because we care about you. Got your back. All right. Okay. Awkward moment. All right, let's do this. Father God, I thank you for this time where we've been able to sit here and in your word and work things through. This call for help, for justice, for you to step in. God, we can feel like we can see that there's a lot of injustice in this world. And we can kind of do this cry out of like, God, when will you finally step in? When will you finally take care of it? But God, your timing is right. Your timing is perfect. We just need to keep our eyes on you, to keep living our lives after you, to follow your instruction. We know that when we are doing that, when we are pursuing you, and it's not out of our merits, thank goodness for your righteousness that covers us. That is our protection. It is our refuge, our safety. Your mercy is just absolutely crazy. God, I pray that when we come to you and honestly are pursuing you and looking for you and trusting in you, that God, you will hold us, that you will hold us together, that you will carry us through, and that we will see your justice. And it's your justice, not ours. Help us to not just take things into our own hands, other than to love on other people. That's what you've called us to do, to love on you and to love other people. So help us to rely on that, to trust in you, God, to trust in who you are. We pray for this news that Pilo's got on having fatty liver stuff. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Thank you, you're a God that sees Pilo and the struggles that she's been facing and with her body giving out and doing different things. God, I pray for some relief. I pray for when she hears the bad news, here's some good news to follow up with it too. Or to have rest in an area and not like just trade off, but it would be nice to have less negatives, more positives to be thrown at. God, I pray for us as a community to come around and support her and encourage her, to help lift her up when things are sucky and brutal, to rest in you. God, I pray that you would be with Solomon and his chemo treatments that I guarantee you are just annoying him. He's tired. His body is not digging this. But God, I pray that we'd be making progress. I pray that there would be a difference being made, that this cancer would be getting taken out of via chemo. That you would be sustaining him, holding him together, giving him strength. Thank you that he's had his eye on you. Help us to continue to encourage that insight, that mindset. This guy who loves to bless on others, help us to be a blessing on him, to love on him. God, we pray for Tom, that he would find the right job for him, that he would be able to find good work that will pay well and that will sustain him. Yeah, that he'd be able to be blessed in that way. God, I pray for the sermon that's going on this Sunday, as I'm still hashing out some stuff and working it through. But God, I want your words to be heard, not mine. I want to honor you, not what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to focus on. That I can rely and trust in you. That you are faithful. That we're going there to bless the community that has blessed us. To bless the church that has blessed us, to help them to know how they've been a blessing to us and what has been going on because of their investment. Pray that would be a good weekend. I pray that would be a good time connecting with people. And I do pray for more partnerships. I do pray for more people to see what we are doing through this ministry, what you are actually doing through this ministry, and how we've been able to see positive impact in awesome people online. And people can go, shoot, yeah, I want to help in that. I want to partner in that. So we just trust and rely on you for that. And just be with us as we go on out here. Help us to rely on you and trust in you. We ask this in your name. Amen. Oh, man. Pilo, that's a good one. May we all show our Kitsugi scars with pride to show what he has done. 100%. I love that. Well, guys, that is our afternoon stream, Nerds in the Word. And I hope you guys are having a good time. What is with the bits? Throwing bits at us. Oats funds for Horseboy, Tom. I mean, that's just funny. That is just kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you're lucky you are mod. Oats are good for you. You know, oatmeal cookies, 100%. I agree. Oatmeal cookies. It's the stuff that Grandma makes. You know, it's good. It's good. Don't mess with Mima. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an awesome time. Hope you're having a great day. I'm not too sure if we're going to be on tomorrow, so that's a little iffy. I'll try and find out tonight and see where we're going to be at, but I'll message y'all. But if we do, awesome. You'll likely see a coach. And if you don't, well, then you don't see a coach. And if we don't, we'll see you next week. Either way, it's going to be a good time, guys. Love on each other. Love each other. Be awesome. Be an encouragement. And remember, trust in God. He's the one who's going to bring peace in the midst of the chaos. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.